Douglas County Sheriff's Office took to social media to share the details of this case. In their post, the Sheriff's Office says Natanael Topete-Perez was in the country illegally and says he was involved in thefts at construction sites across multiple jurisdictions. They also blame the previous federal administration from blocking ICE from deporting him. The department goes on to say, despite Topete-Perez being found guilty on theft-related charges, he actually contacted the sheriff to get back some of his tools that had been recovered with the stolen items. Instead of getting his tools, though, the sheriff's office says he was met by ICE agents who took him into custody to be processed for deportation. The office ended its post by saying it will continue to cooperate with federal authorities to ensure criminals are removed from the community. Dave?
All right, Aaron.